everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be diving into my September favorites, all the products I was really digging in the month of September. I have quite a few new products to share with you, and of course these are a mix of lifestyle and beauty, mainly beauty and stuff like that, but I have a couple of fun lifestyle things to share with you as well. So yeah, without further ado, if you want to see everything that I've been loving, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I post, typically Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. I know usually I'll leave makeup towards the end, but since I have most of my makeup stuff in front of me, I'm going to start with makeup first, and then we're going to go into skincare, bath care, and then other stuff at the very end. So I want to talk about this bad boy right here. This is the Violet Voss Pro Eyeshadow Palette. I have two tutorials using this palette. I will link it down below. This is a palette I have on my eyes today. I do have another palette as well, but mostly I have TBT in my crease and outer corners, and I have FOMO all over my lid. That is the shade that I just picked up with my finger and just smudged over my lid, and then I have Goat on my lower lash line. This is a beautiful fall palette. As I've mentioned in those videos, I don't have a palette with this exact color scheme. I love how sleek it is to travel with. I love that you can bend the mirror all the way back. I love that it has a really nice mirror that you can literally just prop up and do your makeup in. These are so pigmented. I'm going to show you some swatches. They're so pigmented, but so buttery and creamy, and they blend like a dream. I'm going to just swipe some on for you so you can see, like literally right here, right now. I'm going to go in with another shade. They're just unbelievable. I mean, these are just a few swatches to be exact, and you can see me actually apply them to the eyes in those tutorials. But I just love how you have so many orangey shades. Obviously the looks that you're going to be able to do with this palette are going to all be mainly coppery looks, warm looks, orangey looks, purpley looks, but I think it's so great for fall especially. You have a bunch of really warm gold shades, you have a matte shade to set down all over the lid, you have transition shades, you have deep outer corner shades, you have a great black that's really pigmented, you have a whole row of purples to just spice up any look, or if you want to do a purple smoky eye like what I did in one of my videos, you have all these beautiful warm orange shades. It's just a really beautiful palette. This is again the hashtag palette by Violet Voss. This retails for $45, I believe. You can get it on Sephora or shopvioletvoss.com. It has the info back here. And I'm someone who doesn't own like a ton of eyeshadow palettes. Like this wasn't a new release when I bought it like last month. Like this is something that I've been using, and I do want to make it a point to do tutorials and to do looks with palettes that I have in my collection, because I know that in this industry it's really easy to just get caught up in new releases, and trust me, I love new releases. Like there are definitely palettes that have been released recently that I do have my eye on, but I don't think I'll ever make it a point to get a new palette just to get a new palette. Like I have to really just like love it and to just jive with it and to be actually genuinely interested in it. I made it a point to do a couple tutorials with this, and I definitely you'll see me use other old palettes in my collection in the future to do look. In the look that I posted on Wednesday when I recreated my driver's license photo, I did use my Morphe 25B palette, which is a palette that's been out for a really long time. So I'm always someone who wants to just continue using the same thing so that you don't feel like you have to always go out and buy a new palette. Like there are only so many colors you can do, you know? And I feel like with every eyeshadow palette, you have such an array of colors that are often duped in other palettes. Obviously the color scheme is going to be different, it's going to look different, but you can get pretty similar looks using stuff that you already have. So let me know if there's a tutorial that you want to see or a look that you want to see with a palette that I've already mentioned, and I would be happy to do that for you. Okay, next up, I love this bronzer. This is the Lottie London Tan Time Powder Bronzer. This one's in the shade Light Medium. They have a medium deep. It is so creamy, but you do get so much color payoff, and it's so easy to blend. Like this is honestly so underrated, and it is a brand that I think deserves more recognition. It's cruelty-free, packaging is super cute, blends out so smoothly, leaves you with a nice kind of warmth to your face. I love it. I highly recommend checking it out if you're in the market for a new affordable bronzer. I believe this was $6 or $7, so the price is right. Going on to a blush that I hauled both of these things in my haul if you watch that. This is the Juvia's Place Afrique blush in the shade Serafina. I love this packaging. It's like kind of like the Violet Voss packaging in that it has this cardboard situation, but it has a really cute little mirror. This is a very pigmented blush, and I picked this up, if you watched my haul, I picked this up because I wanted a pink blush. Like, I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Pearlescent Pink on my face right now, and this is the Juvia's Place one. I'm gonna compare them for you. So the Wet n Wild blush is probably my most vibrant pink in my collection. This is what it looks like. It's a cult favorite. Ooh. But to me, the undertone in this is slightly more coral than this Juvia's Place one. You can see right here in the pan, this definitely is more of a true vibrant pink in my opinion, whereas the Wet n Wild one has a little bit more of a coral peachy tone to it. Like, you can totally see right here, right? But I love them both, obviously. This is a true matte blush, but I feel like it has a little bit of a satin sheen to it, but it is fully matte. Like, you look at the pan, you don't see any glitter or anything, but I feel like there's life to it. It's really beautiful. I would just recommend not going in with a super synthetic dense brush like this. Go in with more of like a stipple brush like this so that you get that nice wash of color, as opposed to just like a stark like mark of clown cheeks, because it is very pigmented. It does blend out very, very easily, but if you just don't want to have to work to blend it out, I would just say go in with a natural haired brush or a stipple brush or a not as densely packed brush. But this is beautiful. $8, 10 out of 10 recommend if you're looking for a really good blush. They do have another shade, I believe, but that's the one that I own. Last up for the makeup stuff before we get into other things. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Mine is in the shade Medium Olive. This is great. It comes in a glass bottle pump. It's 1 fluid ounce. This is about $15, I believe. I did a whole wear test and review on this foundation. I will link it down below if you want to see me wear it throughout the day and how it looks in natural lighting and all that jazz. The more I tested it out, the more I actually really liked it. Like, I wasn't going to include this foundation in my favorites, but I genuinely think it is such a beautiful foundation, and it does keep me pretty matte, and it does last a long time. I also mentioned that in the video. There are so many shades. I believe there are like 45 shades or whatever, and you do get a really beautiful full coverage look. It's not like super full coverage like my Urban Decay All Nighter, Hourglass Vanish, or my Jouer Essential High Coverage, but it's a really good foundation from the drugstore. I don't know if you'll love it if you have dry skin, unless you put a really nice heavy moisturizer or dewy setting spray or something like that on top, but to me, it's a really good shade. I would just recommend going in store and finding your shade, because when I tried to shade match online, I ended up ordering shades that were too dark for me that looked like they would be my shades online. So just go in store and just see what looks best for you. This again is in the shade Medium Olive. It's great stuff, and it does keep me matte, and it has a really nice finish. So I recommend it, and I've been using it a lot in this month. Okay, moving on to, let's go into skincare and bath, like the bathroom stuff, if you will. I love this toner. This is the Thayers Natural Remedies Witch Hazel Aloe Vera formula. It's an alcohol-free toner, and it has cucumber in it. They have a few different varieties. They have like a lavender scented. I wanted a really simple, natural, minimalistic toner, if you will, that had really good ingredients and that was alcohol-free. And I wanted to pick up the cucumber formula because I use my Mario Badescu spray in lavender, so I kind of like both of those scents like on my face for the whole experience, if you will. And the ingredients in this are so simple. It's just like purified water, aloe leaf, glycerin, witch hazel extract, cucumber extract, citric acid, and grapefruit seed extract. Those are literally all the ingredients. So it is very minimalistic, and this is a really good brand of toner that is very affordable that you can get from like Target, Walmart, the drugstore. It's really, really nice, and you do get 12 fluid ounces, and I believe I got this for under $10. It's a really, really good steal. And it's pretty much the only toner that I use besides my Ole Henriksen one that I use during the day. But I feel like after I run out of that, I'm just going to use this because it helps with breakouts. It's very soothing on the skin, and it smells really, really nice. This packaging is really nice and very like durable, and it is cruelty-free, alcohol-free, paraben-free, phthalate-free, gluten-free, and it cleanses. So I'll just go in with this after I get out of the shower or after I wash my face at my sink. This will be my second step before going in with my Mario Badescu spray, before going in with any kind of treatment or serum, before going in with moisturizer. Like, this is great. And it says this has a cooling essence that has a deliciously serene effect on the body, a natural, gentle skin toner derived from a time-honored Native American formula. So yes, this is really good stuff. It is very natural, very gentle. Speaking of serums and stuff, I want to talk about the Farmacy Honey Glow Serum. You guys saw me haul this in my Sephora haul. This is such a good serum. It is pricey, it's $58, but in my opinion, it is very comparable to the $90 to $95 Drunk Elephant Glycolic Framboose Night Serum. This pretty much does the same thing because it is an AHA resurfacing night serum. It has a green envy, honey, and gentle flowered acid. So it claims that it's going to resurface skin for a smoother, youthful looking, glowing complexion, formulated with 14% AHA, BHA flowered acid blend. So acids are really good at anti-aging. It's good for chemically exfoliating your skin. It's good for helping brighten your skin, help make your dull skin look even more youthful, and it helps with texture a lot. And I do agree. I use this every other day or about 3 times a week, and I just do one little pump and I'm able to just spread it all over my face. A little does go a really long way. So even though it's pricey, I do think it'll last a long time. Believe it or not, I do feel like my skin is brighter. Like, I suffer from a lot of acne scarring, as I've mentioned before, and as you've clearly seen on my face before without any makeup. I do have some hyperpigmentation from acne scarring. Typically, my issue that I deal with more in the long run is not so much pimples, because while I do break out around that time of the month, etc., those I feel like I can get away in a couple of days, whereas scarring lasts for a while after that. So I wanted to get something to help with that, and I do feel like this has, probably also in combination with my face wash, but this is really good. If you're looking for a little bit cheaper alternative to the Drunk Elephant one, definitely go with Farmacy. They have a lot of really great natural products, and I really love it. Next up, I have a couple bath products to share with you. I want to talk about the Champagne Apple and Honey Body Gel. I spoke about this in my Bath & Body Works haul, which I will also link down below. This smells so beautiful. It literally smells like a fall crisp apple day. Like you're going apple picking, but you have that warmth of like honey and champagne. It's just delicious. The notes in this again are Pink Lady Apple, Sparkling Champagne, Jasmine Honey, and Autumn Woods. I've been using this like crazy, and it's great in the bathtub as well. Like it gives you a really nice lather, leaves you feeling soft and smooth, and the scent is just very potent, and I love it. It just makes my whole bath experience go from like a 0 to like a 10, like real quick. It's awesome. And then something that I love, I would say this is one of my top favorites of the entire month. This is the Tree Hut Lemon Blueberry Tart Sugar Shea Scrub. It is such a good scrub. First of all, this packaging is beautiful. This is a limited edition product that they came out with for their I believe their 16th birthday. So it's not going to be around for long, but I love it. I love using body scrubs when I'm taking a bath, because after my bath, I'll like to just take a little bit, smooth it onto like my body, my legs, my arms, whatever. And it just exfoliates my skin and it leaves it super soft. This is what it looks like inside. You just scoop a little bit of it out. The only downside to this packaging is that when you're in the bath or in the shower and you scoop it out, you're gonna get some water in. So I would just suggest before putting the cap back on, just like kind of shaking out the water so that you don't leave that trapped in here. But this smells so delicious, like a warm lemon sugar cookie. It's really freaking phenomenal. This packaging is amazing. I recommend if you're looking for a sugar scrub, get this. It just smells like divine. It's like intoxicating, the smell. I love it so much. Speaking of smells, this candle is the Pumpkin Pecan Waffles Bath & Body Works scented candle. I've had this for a good solid month now, and I love it. I know I got a comment in my Bath & Body Works haul with a girl saying like, I don't really like it as much, and like I really appreciate that feedback. Like I really love to know what you guys do and don't like, because it's really great to get some perspective. But if you do like warm bakery scents, I recommend this. And this was a surprise to me because this is one of the candles that I ordered online without smelling, that I was like, ooh, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I've never ordered it before, but it is my favorite one of the month, I feel like, in terms of sweet nighttime candles. Like, and I wanted to include this one specifically because this is one that kind of like surprised me, and it's the one that I look forward to using the most. I didn't really want to mention any of like my old time favorites. Like Hot Cocoa and Cream is probably my favorite nighttime scent ever. It's like my favorite fall winter candle. It's just so beautiful. Other than like Spiced Apple Toddy or Leaves, which is like a classic. Like those are all classics. But in terms of one that I was pleasantly surprised by for this month, that I've been burning all month, it's Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. It's amazing. And the notes in this are maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. I genuinely love it, and you might too if you like all those notes. Okay, we have a few more products. I want to talk about this Briogeo Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. This is awesome. It comes in a little pump situation like this. This is basically a leave-in conditioner. Like, I'll still condition my hair when I shower and when I wash it, but because it is getting a little bit drier in Vegas, I wanted to buy a leave-in treatment that I could use that wouldn't leave my hair super frizzy. And this is great. This is 5 fluid ounces, and I believe it's about 20 to 25 bucks. So it's up there in price, but to me it's great because the ingredients are great. You have rosehip, argan, and coconut oils, and you can use this in a multitude of ways. You can use it to help with shine, to combat dryness, to protect your hair from the heat, and to strengthen your hair from root to tip. I don't spray this on my roots because I do have very oily roots, but after I shower, I will just spray 1 or 2 pumps into my hands, rub it together, and just kind of distribute it throughout my ends. Or if I'm feeling a little frisky, I'll just spray like a little bit all over my head, but not like pump it all the way down. So I do get very little product off that way, but I am saturating my whole head, if that makes sense. This is a great product. I do recommend it if you're looking for a product that will help with flyaways, to help with frizz, to just add a little bit extra something to your hair if you do feel like it's dry, because I don't really have dry hair, but I do find that when I brush it, I do encounter flyaways, and I have found that they are greatly minimized when I use this. So it's good stuff. Okay, I want to give a shout out to the Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. It looks like this. It kind of looks like a lip balm, but it's for your cuticles, and it has a very buttery, balmy texture. So what I'll do is I'll just scoop some onto my finger and just rub it on my cuticles, or where I feel like, you know, my fingers are dry, around my nails. And recently, this thumb has had a really severe issue with cuticles, but it has greatly improved with the use of this. And I'll just keep this on my nightstand right over there, and I'll use this every night after I put on my Lush lotion when I'm about to go to sleep. And it's funny because I'd kind of forgotten about this product, but when I noticed my cuticles were severely like dry and dehydrated, I was like, okay, maybe I should pull that back out, see if it actually helps. And it really, really does. Like the first night when I found that my thumb was like peeling, like the cuticles here were like super dry and like parched, I put this on overnight, and the next day I woke up and it was like instantly better. Like not 100% better, obviously. You're gonna have to use it consistently to get that full effect, but it was greatly improved and more soft and more put together than the night before. So I really love this. I know it's a cult favorite, and I just gotta say that if you're someone who struggles with dry cuticles, give this a shot. It's really, really good in my opinion. Okay, we have 2 more products. I want to share with you a food favorite. Obviously this is an empty box, but I'm going to go to Trader Joe's right after I film this video to get more. This is the raspberry and vanilla cream bars. They have a mango variety. You can find it in the freezer section. Obviously it's a dessert, but I do like the raspberry one even better. Like you get that creamy, fruity taste. It's so delicious. They're little tiny bars like this, wrapped individually, but you kind of pull them apart because they're attached, like they come in 2s, but there are a total of 8 bars in this. They're so delicious. They're only 80 calories each, and they are gluten-free. So if you're looking for a really kind of yummy on-the-go dessert that is individually packaged, that you don't have to really fuss with, that you don't have to get a spoon to eat ice cream, definitely pick this up if you're into raspberry and vanilla. The only con I will say of this is that sometimes the seeds kind of get stuck in your teeth, but it doesn't last very long. Like I don't really feel it there for a long time, and it's only sometimes. So yes, I have been loving it. So random, I know, but it's so good. Last but not least, I want to share with you a blanket. This is so random, but you guys, I bought this in the beginning of September because I was like, oh my god, fall's here almost, so I want to buy a new blanket for my couch. I love this. I got this from Ross for $8, and it is a big, I'm going to stand up and show you. It is a big throw blanket. I don't know the dimensions exactly, but it is so nice. I've gotten so many compliments on this blanket since I have bought it, and people see it in the background of my couch whenever I take photos or FaceTime or videos. It's so beautiful. Maple loves it. It's obviously covered in her fur right now, but it is so soft, and I love that it's long enough that I can literally wrap my whole body in, and if I'm lying on the couch, I can, you know, stretch it out vertically, and it covers my feet perfectly. It's really, really nice, really good material. Ross has great holiday stuff, great blankets. I have a couple throw blankets from Ross, I believe, and it's great. The price is right. Let's see, this brand is called Dream Sweet, and it's 100% polyester, so it's not going to shrink. I have washed it before. I just love the little leafy designs, and what I love about this is that it's not too thick where you feel like you're sitting under this like really heavy thing. You have to kick your feet out because it's just too much. Like this is thin enough where you can trap your heat in still, but you don't feel suffocated. And I love it. It's just so cute, so beautiful, and I love it. All right, everyone, and that completes this video of my September favorites, all the stuff I've been really loving and reaching for in September. I can tell I'm gonna have quite a few in October to share with you as well, things that I've had my eye on, things that I picked up recently. But yeah, let me know what you've been loving in the month of September down below. I would obviously love to know. Really, truly, I do. But yeah, that's it, you guys. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!